All right, we are live, and I am joined with Dana Harper, quite the interesting and I guess famous individual with his work with the Superstition Mountains, and that your family has been involved in it several generations now.
Quite a long time. So Bernie, what a treat getting to meet you today.
Likewise, brother.
It's awesome that Bernie and I are at a place called the Moon Valley.
Moon Lake Gallery. Lake Gallery.
And it's phenomenal. A friend of ours put this together, and Bernie may have told you about Terry Carter. But if you have a chance, check out his stuff that he does. It's amazing. Terry is a straight shooter. I've known Terry for a long time. He's been a friend of the family, and he never promotes himself. He's promoting everybody else and talking about them, but he never promotes himself. And this is the thing that I like about Terry, is he's flipping phenomenal, and he knows everybody.
Absolutely. So go subscribe to Terry Carter channel if you haven't already.
And on YouTube, I think it's Terry L. Carter. He's a treasure hunter. They kind of got thrown into this other stuff with the UFOs and Bigfoot and
giants and all sorts.
And just things other people have encountered while they're up treasure hunting. So we have a lot of people like to read books, I guess. And they track the history and all the stuff that's going on. And they find the treasures that are out here. Civil War stuff from wars that we've had, World War I and World War II. And the bad part is when they go to file the paperwork they're supposed to claim it, it's kind of mysterious, disappears.
Right? There's several stories today I've heard of, the FBI came and it's gone. It's gone.
So why would the FBI be interested in treasure?
Right, and giant bones too, apparently.
So what is going on? What is our real history? I mean, is it what we've been taught to in school and in the books? But I think you, like me, we think there's something way more going on that's been going on for a long time.
Exponentially more. And it seems like there's been several resets that humans are not the only humanoid species, for sure, from what we found and discovered and investigated, and it's just even more evidence of it here.
Yeah.
So your own experience, you ran a radio show and a TV show?
You know what? I'm just like, I'm restless because I always have irons in the fire doing stuff. I look at like Elon Musk and I'm thinking, man, I wish I would have done something like that, because he's like tunneling and he's shooting rockets to Mars and he's putting in cars that beat Lamborghinis. I mean, it's just like, I just get bored. I don't get, not that I get bored, but I'm really curious and I want to know. So I get these projects going and just keep them going and keep them going. And like, if you're to walk in my house at night and look on my table by the lamp, there's like 8 books. And I'm reading all of them. I love to read. And I love fiction. Because like, if I'm going to read a book, I want to know something. I want to be smarter than I was before I started reading it. And there's so many great people out there doing like amazing things that it's just interesting to see. And like the people that have been here, and these people blow me away. And nobody really know about them because they're nobody famous. But these people have done some deep diving and researching and come up with some really cool information. But people that are interested in that, then they're going to be back and buy their book. But this is kind of, everybody that's here paid their own way. Yeah. You had to have the same spot where you like were trying to come here and roadblock after roadblock.
Oh yeah.
I had so much stuff come up to stop me from going. It's just like, why is this happening? I mean, I planned it out and everything. The next thing you know, I got my plane tickets and everything's okay. I'm late on the freeway and I lose the plane ticket. So those are gone. So now that's gone. So then what happens? We try to rent a car. It's almost impossible. Find a car, rent it, and start driving. 13 hours later, we get here last night about 12 o'clock.
Hey, me too.
So, but I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad that the people that we met, and a lot of people are from all over the place. Yeah. And there's a good portion from Utah because we are in Utah right now.
Absolutely. You're all good people.
A lot of good people. And the thing that I like too about Utah I said the people are pretty friendly, and if
Yeah.
you get lost or that, everyone's pretty chill. They'll talk to you or point you in the right direction.
They're almost like Canada, right? I guess Canada,
And
like
we
you
get
Canada,
Canada coming into the United
We
States.
do. I think so. I think I would launch the Alberta for America party, but
Hey, Albert, we want you to come.
right? See,
And we need to get Iceland too.
I think if Alberta joins, Iceland will join.
Just continue the party going on.
Thank you so much for the donation. So, because we got to get you back to your girlfriend, so we're gonna have Dana on for a full scheduled interview at a later point. But just do you want to give us a brief family rundown of what you're doing with Superstition?
So a long time ago, we're talking, let's see, probably 1876, 1877, I had family that had come down to Utah, and they were living here, and they said they were colonizing Utah from what it was. And then they said, you know, it'd be really good to go colonize the territory of Arizona. It's not a state, it's a U.S. territory. Go colonize that. So off they set my great-great-grandfather, great-great-great-grandfather, to go. And when he and my grandmother got there, she cried 3 weeks solid, saying this place is horrible. She was devastated. She left the greenness and beautifulness of Utah to come to Arizona. It was nothing but arid deserts. But the thing is they stayed there and they worked and they turned it into what it is today. And if you ever get a chance to go to Arizona, I hope you do.
Oh, I really
Come check it out.
I really want
Because
to
the
go.
people are great there, and there's so much opportunity. But one of the places that BurnEye and I were talking about is a mountain that has legends that goes back 2,000 years, and it's called Superstition Mountain, and it's in Pinal County, Arizona. And there's been so many things that have been happening that just don't make sense. And the people that go in and try to do the research, they come out and it just boggles their brain of things that happen. There's been giant reports. There's been reports of little people. We've been out there at night with night vision camera, and we've seen these people that they look like they're kids out there. They're like 3 and 4 feet, but they look like kids. But one of the persons that could zoom in on the face had a better camera, it looked like a little old man, but they were the size of a child. So who are these little people, and who are the giants that have been out there? And if you search on YouTube, the stuff these people put up there, it's almost like it's taken down immediately. Like they don't want you to know. Or my friends that have been doing all this work, they pass away. Next thing you know, their site's not on YouTube anymore. What happened to it?
Right? That's wild. It's so censored.
So we were talking to you about the giants. Someone that they had found these huge skulls, and some of the giants they were saying were anywhere from 10 feet to one was saying that there was a museum that had one that was almost 25 feet with a leg bone.
Wow.
The femur that it would have been that tall. So what is our history? I mean, I don't know. There's something out there, and if you're curious, which I assume if you're watching BurnEye's channel, then you like that kind of stuff too. But if you deep dive and you check, and then you kind of start to make connections with these other people that are doing it, and it kind of snowballs until all of a sudden BurnEye's just picked up a whole new load of friends here while he's been down in Utah.
That's amazing. And then so much more homework after. It's always more homework, right? Because it's like, you just got to do all the research.
So one of the things too is we try to photograph this stuff so you can see it. And on my YouTube site, it's just Dana B. Harper. So I'm on YouTube, but I put a lot of the stuff on there just so everyone can see it, so it doesn't get taken off or get knocked down. And I try to do it in a way, something about background music to it, so they think it's just a video.
Yeah.
But there's other times too that we had some people that had asked us to take it off, and when we found out who it was from one of the military bases out there.
Wow.
And one of the people from the Department of Defense said, you can do it voluntarily or we can do it. So I said, no problem, voluntarily we'll go ahead and do it. But they've also been helpful too, and like telling us little things that have later turned down the road to be beneficial. So I don't know that I would trust.
It's balancing.
I'm just kind of watching, yeah. The person has led to be credible, and the things that they've been telling us have been true. But at the same time, I'm kind of like obviously cautiously optimistic as we're watching that kind of play out. So with the stuff that you're doing, Bernie, tell me about like what you're doing.
So myself, I do alchemy, which I rediscovered Sir Isaac Newton's alchemy writings and his 7 color states of transmutational elements. And from that, then I went into older alchemical texts. And it shows that they're using electricity, that they have the monoatomics, these nanotechnologies, and they're much, much more advanced than what we're told.
Right.
And then from there, I got into alternative history. In Alberta, Canada, where I live, there's the Medicine Hat Badland Guardians that are kind of a little bit famous. These big indigenous geoglyph faces.
Right.
So there was 3 of them, and then I've since found another 10 of them on Google Earth. And then I went down to the site myself. I investigated. It's every 1.5 meters. There's a parallel terrace making up every single side of these giant faces. And then so it's like, again, we're told that it was just ice. Right, there's no civilization here, and it's like, oh no, there's like that's a massive terraformed like valley, like just wild. And then I found what appeared to be pyramids throughout southern Alberta as well. And then you get into the mountains, and there's what appears to be very similar to the Montana megaliths, also in Alberta and the Rockies.
So what do you think about Antarctica?
Oh, Antarctica, I believe. It's either Atlantis that got frozen over or a previous civilization from prior to that. There's the potential of Hollow Earth, right? Who knows?
You guys, you don't know.
Who knows?
And the more that you start researching this, you find credible people like Admiral Byrd,
right?
who was with the U.S. military, and the things that he said in his diary after he passed away, that his son had talked about after he had passed away. And then they try to take, no, he didn't. That's
right. They try to debunk it and claim it's fraud. It's like his whole family verified it. Like,
I don't know, but I like your viewers. I'm glad you guys are watching Bernie, and I hope that you keep watching him as he goes the extra mile to bring this information to you guys, so you can stay there in the niceness of your comfort of your house and your armchair. And Bernie will do all the work.
Or you can join us at Moonlight next year and join us at Teslatech next year, right? Because you can't let Bernie have all the fun. And make sure you go subscribe to Dana B. Harper on YouTube as well. And that we're going to be doing a full 2-hour interview in the future sometime. 100%. All right. So in the words of Terry Carter, we'll say that's a wrap for now. So you can get back to your girlfriend and we can get back to the presentations. Absolute pleasure, sir. And I look forward to talking to you.
See you guys next.
Much love, everyone. We will see you on the next one.
You crazy mother. Yeah.
It's just Bernie! Hey, Bernie, just like last week, huh?
Weekend at Bernie's.